What this does is firefighters have been running the 3, which is the basic minimum standards across the United States. You can't roll that truck unless you have 3 men on. But that is minimum staffing levels. We've been running at minimum staffing levels so long that we think it's okay. But what that runs into is when a man is out, then you have 2 men on the truck, then you have to call somebody back in for overtime because that truck can't be out of service. So the overtime is eating us up in the fire department. So the proposal is on every single engine company, we have 4 firefighters. So that truck can never be out of service. If one man's down, we still have 3 men that truck can roll without paying overtime. And if we happen to have 2 men out, we can transfer one off the back of this 4-man truck to the 3-man and still not have to pay overtime. So that does help the bottom line too. But it also makes it safer for firefighters. When they run into a house, first in responders, that first truck that comes in, if there's only 3 men on that truck, they cannot go in and rescue anybody in that house because standards are 1 man in stays in the truck. The driver stays with the truck at all times. At least 2 men left. That means you have to have 2 men in and 1 man out before anybody can go in. So they're waiting for the next truck to come in to have enough manpower if they have to go in for a rescue. Now, I know a lot of times firefighters, they say, heck with the standards, we're going in and get that person. And they do. And I don't blame them. But they put themselves, the people in jeopardy, and they get hurt a lot. So we get a lot of injuries in the fire department because we're short on men. This will fix that problem too. And anything else?
Out east, what kind of things off that putting an inspection out east?
Yeah, it's out east. As they expand and grow out east, their service has got big gaps in it. And what happens if everything has got the response time, everything's tied to response time. So if response time takes longer to get to a certain part out there, homeowners' fire insurance is outrageous. So by putting a fire station out there, all the residents that live from a certain line that way, their insurance is going to drop probably half or 2 just because of that fire station, and they can get there within that 4 or 5 minute response time. Right now, it takes about anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes to get to that farthest point. We did a little ride along with the fire department, and they sent 4 trucks. Each councilman was on a separate truck, and I think the first in truck was like 8 minutes, the second in was like 10, the third was at like 20 minutes out there. So once they get that new station built and manned, it will cover that area there, and the homeowners, the property owners out there, their insurance should drop a considerable amount because it brings them back into the response time that they needed for the insurance company.